Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we'll be showing you how to use Trello. This is a beginner's guide and we'll be showing you how to start with Trello to have a better aim at success at your project management if you're having a team or you're working within a team on Trello. Now this is a Trello website, and if you're trying to log on for the first time, you will have this button at the top right corner. Click on Get Trello for free. Now of course at the bottom right here you have sign up, it's also free. So you can click on Get Trello for free at the top right corner here. And then you find yourself on this page where you get to choose if you'd like to sign up with your email or use your Google, Microsoft, Apple or Slack. In our case, we already have Trello downloaded and we're going to be going over to the same interface. Now, as you might have noticed, this is the same page, but this time we're using it in the app. So we're going to click on Continue with Google. And if you've had an account already, you will see your options right there. But in your case, if you want to add an account, you can click on Add Account. It's as simple as selecting your email, which you'd like to use when it's connected to Google. And Google will be connected to your Trello account. In my case, I will be choosing the one I have already. Now, as you can see, this is how our Trello window will look like. As a beginner, you want to know what these different tabs are for, and this is for workspaces. So if you're invited to work on Trello, you're going to be connected to a workspace. And when we click on the drop down, it's going to show you the different workspaces which we're connected to. As you can see here, this account is connected to different workspaces. And then we have the workspace that is created by us, which is you. So you're going to click on it. And you have your Terra workspace. Now this workspace, you can rename it to any name. You could also change the color or picture right here. If you click on change, it will ask you to change your logo and you're going to choose upload a new logo. You could change Terra workspace to something else. You have the short name, website, description, and click on save. And then while you're here, you have different templates. You have basic board, Kanban template, daily task management template, remote team hub. Now, these are templates as it's called, and it's going to help you to speed up the process. Alternatively, you could look through the browse the full template gallery if you're not seeing what you want. And then down here, you have sort by most recently active. And then this is a board created by us. You could go ahead and click on create a board. So we're going to be showing you an example for that. Click on create a new board, and you're going to choose the background for this board. You can either choose from here or from here. Click on the three dots there to have more options. And you can still have more options by clicking on more. We're going to choose photos, click see more, and then we could choose this one. And here you have your preview of how your board will look like. Now you have your board title. Of course, you could name this what's appropriate, and then you have visibility. It's going to be in the workspace. You could also make this private or public, but we'll be leaving it as workspace. Now the difference is that on the private, only board members can see this board. Then if it's on the workspace, all members of the Terra workspace can see and edit this board. Now this is good and great if you're working with a team and you'd like them to have easy access to everything. And then you have public. Anyone on the internet can see this board. Only board members can edit it. Of course, we want to leave it at workspace and click on create or start with a template. Remember, we've already made some customizable designs here. We can click on create. Now we'll show you the difference between starting with a template and clicking on create. We'll start with create. And as you can see, it's really blank right here. We're going to name this list research, press and enter. And then as you press and enter, it creates a new board in this workspace. So we're going to name this to do, press and enter. And then you're going to name the next one in progress. Then the next one, let's say done. Great. So it's going to keep creating new ones as long as you want. Now for the research on this workspace, we can add different cards as we wish. So let's assume that we're making a research on climate change. Press and enter, and it's going to be ready for a new one. However, we're going to click on climate change again. And once we click on it, it brings up this pop-up where we can put in some more details. So here you can put in the description, and you're going to have the different members which you'll need to invite to work with it. Now you can put in the description of what you want your team members to do. For example, we can say this. So here we have conduct a research on the current climate change situation, provide results, and we'll be ready for our presentation with the theme climate change, why it matters. Click on save, and there you have a description. Your teammates can add some more information as they're making their progress in this. So after the research is done, they can click on mark as complete and then move it to do. And then when it's moved to, we want to assume that the research has been done, and we're going to change this from climate change to why it matters. Awesome. So here I've given an assignment, make a 10-minute video on this topic based on the research provided. Now, as you can see, it's here, and we didn't mention that you'll need to add members, because when you have members, you can tag anyone right here. All you need to do, we're going to click on edit, give it a space, click on add, and then we'll need to add members to this board. So if you have members, it will be easy to add them. And then when it's in progress, the person making the video will move it to in progress. And then when it's done, they can move it over to done. And this is where you, as a project manager, can come over to review it. You could also make another list here called review. Now at the top right corner, you have the option to share. You can share this board to others. Click on the 3 dots there. And there are other options. You could decide to archive this card, and this is where you see the archived card. And then here you can still change the background, but we're going to leave it at that. And then now I would like to show you how you can work with templates. We're going to go back to boards, and then we're going to come over to daily task management template. Click on it. And as you can see, we have a prearranged set of lists. You have backlog, to do today, done today, and then the rest. But of course, if you like what you're seeing here, you can come over to the top and click on Create Board from Template. Click on it, and then you're going to give it a name. So we're giving it a different name, and then we're going to leave it in Terra Workspace. Click on Create. And before we do that, you can see this board will be workspace visible. And then you have Keep Cards, Keep Template Cards. And of course, this is why we're using a template, so we can speed up the process instead of creating new cards. Click on Create, and now we have our card. You can click on backlog, and this time you can change it just as we did in the first example. Do the same for here, and then remember you can take it over here and here as you're making progress. Now at the top area here, you can change the visibility of this board. You can click on it, and it's currently in workspace. You can make it public or make it private. That choice is left to you. There are also automation features right here, and when you click on it, you can create rules, create buttons, email reports, send feedback, etc. Now on the recent, you're going to see your recent activity, and on the start, you're going to see what you've started, and then we have templates, which is what we had before. And one more functional thing we can do with our Trello is to go over to the top left corner, click on the 3 dashes there, and you have these options. You have view, and if you're having challenges reading what you're saying, you can click on zoom in, and you can see the shortcut. Click on zoom in, and it's going to zoom in a little bit. Repeat the process to make it look better, or you can simply master the shortcut. So you have Control plus equals 2 and Control plus minus. We're going to try that. Control plus, Control minus, and you can see we can reduce it to this and increase it to this. Awesome. So we hope at this point, as a beginner, you're able to work with Trello, whether as a project team manager or as a user within a team. Remember that Trello is easy to use, and you're going to find it easier when you actually put it into practice. We hope you get to do that, and thanks for watching.